Keir Starmer's Labour Party has won the UK's general election, ending 14 years of Conservative rule. The UK's crypto community is keen to see how the new government will address regulatory policies. Now, while the Labour Party hasn't explicitly focused on crypto, their pro-competition stance suggests potential support for these sectors' growth. And so in this video, we're going to look at what this means for crypto in general, but more importantly, what this means for the UK's crypto users. Today's episode is sponsored by Cake Wallet, where you can send, receive, and even exchange your crypto right from within the wallet. Cake Wallet is open source and non-custodial, so you control your own private keys. Available today on iOS, macOS, Android, and Linux. And StealthEX, a privacy-centric crypto exchange which enables you to make crypto-to-crypto exchanges anonymously. Hi everybody, and welcome again to another episode of Enter Crypto with me, Chris Kenyon. Now in today's video we're going to be talking about Labour Party's recent win. I say recent, it was literally this morning. So they've won the general election in the UK. This is obviously all over the news, and Keir Starmer being the leader, meaning he'll be the Prime Minister or the new Prime Minister for the UK. He's already met with the King, so it's kind of already official. And as I record this now, he's just about to do his first speech. Now, there's nothing I'm telling you there that you don't probably already know, as it's all over the news. But what I want to talk about is what this is going to actually mean for crypto. So how important this will be for the crypto market, because we've actually got now a departure of crypto-friendly, or some crypto-friendly MPs like Lisa Cameron. She was leading the leading crypto advocacy. We've got a Labour Party manifesto which talks about being pro or taking pro-economic measures without mentioning crypto explicitly. So we've got a lot to talk about. So as always, guys, let's jump straight into this article, just to give it a quick read through so we know what we're talking about, and then we'll analyse it and we'll comment after. So the Labour Party has registered a landslide victory in the UK general elections while ousting Rishi Sunak's Conservative Party from office for the first time in 14 years. The UK's crypto community is eagerly waiting as to what's in store for them regarding the regulatory policy and other decisions. Keir Starmer is set to take oath as the new UK Prime Minister after Rishi Sunak resigns from the office. Speaking on his victory, Starmer said, "Tonight, people here and around the country have spoken and they're ready for change. The change begins right here." We expect the change to come to the UK's local crypto market as well. Unlike the US, crypto firms in the UK have been facing the brunt of unclear regulatory policies which have held them back from undertaking major decisions. The former Conservative government has was preparing to undertake regulatory steps for crypto this month in July. However, newly elected Prime Minister Keir Starmer might take more time to grasp the country's crypto landscape. The departure of crypto-friendly MPs such as Lisa Cameron may result in a shortage of advocacy within the government, and even if the Labour Party shows a positive approach towards crypto, the community is awaiting more concrete commitments from the government. The UK voters have already shared their concerns in this regard. Traditional market players like WisdomTree are also making a move by filing crypto ETPs earlier in May. Unlike what we're seeing in the US, crypto wasn't at the centre stage of debates in the current UK elections. Laura Navaratman, the UK policy lead at the Crypto Council for Innovation, said that the Labour Party's manifesto referenced a kind of pro-competition environment. It talked about the role of regulators, but all in a broader context, so still nothing on crypto, but on the plus side, they haven't said anything negative either, she added. Some market analysts also said that the Labour Party would be working on documents on how to adopt the CBDCs, or central bank digital currencies, or securities tokenisation. As the crypto landscape is taking a turn for the good in the US, other top economies, including the UK, will be watching how the US pivots on crypto policy after the 2024 presidential election. And former President Donald Trump has already shown his intentions to support Bitcoin and the broader crypto market. So, with the Labour Party's win and Keir Starmer as the new Prime Minister, there's obviously a political change here, and this can have, and I suspect it will have, several implications for crypto users within the UK. Some positive, some negative. So let's talk about some of the positive benefits that we might see. I say might because this is pure speculation on my part. We don't actually know what Labour is going to do with crypto and how it's going to treat crypto. We just don't know. They haven't said anything about it hardly. The only thing that I know that they've officially said is that they are pro tokenization. So, and that's it. They didn't. There was nothing more than that. So I don't really know what that, how to interpret that. But so we'll have to wait and see. But now some of the potential benefits for crypto users. So under the previous Conservative government, the regulatory environment for crypto was often criticised for being unclear, creating, or it could have created some, or it did create some uncertainty for crypto firms, and everybody was waiting for these laws to come into play, these regulations to come into play in July. So Labour might actually bring more definitive and supportive regulations, potentially reducing any risk for businesses and investors within the crypto space. Now, as it said in the article, Labour has taken, or they've certainly said this, we've yet to see it, come to fruition or for it to play out, but they have taken this sort of pro-competition stance. So in their manifesto, they emphasised creating this pro-competition environment, as they call it, which can lead to policies that will encourage innovation and growth in business in general, but this will inevitably include the crypto sector as well. So it should, if it goes through and if they stick to the promises, make it easier for new and existing crypto companies to operate. And although I disagree with this point, there is a lot of market analysts that are suggesting that the Labour Party are going to explore CBDCs, securities tokenisation, and they're arguing this. This is obviously not what I think. If anybody watches this channel knows I'm very anti-CBDC because they're an invasion of our privacy. But if it's pursued and these initiatives, these initiatives could modernise this is what they'll say, that it'll modernise the financial system, that it'll integrate crypto technologies in with the CBDCs. We might hear things like that just to get us on board. Obviously, I don't see how you can have both of them running at the same time. Crypto is, in my opinion, a real competitor to any government currency, whether it's in the form of a CBDC or the system that we've got now. And I've no doubt that the government will peddle this as benefiting the basically UK residents, giving them more options, things like that we're going to hear. Now let's talk about some of the negatives. Now, we don't have anybody in Labour that is that we know of that is pro crypto or that's grabbing this by the horns and running with it. We had before Lisa Cameron. She was known as the crypto-friendly MP, and so with her gone now, we're going to have this kind of vacuum. I would think. I think we're going to have this sort of vacuum. We're just going to, if we didn't know before, we're really not going to know now. And so, obviously, with less sort of direct advocacy for crypto and crypto industry within the government, without these strong advocates, crypto-related issues are probably going to receive, as you would imagine, less attention. It'll end up slowing down any progress of favourable regulations for crypto. And not only that, but there's also a risk of over-regulation as well, because if we've got this vacuum where nobody knows the rules, there's, Labour are known, with them being on the left, for this idea of big government. And so, in my opinion, there is more of a risk of over-regulation with Labour in power than there was with the Conservatives. I hope that's not going to be the case, but I just think the risk is much higher for over-regulation with any Labour government. Needless to say, over-regulation is a terrible thing. Overly stringent regulations can do all kinds of things. Excuse me. Like increasing compliance costs. It can stifle innovation. I don't think that will be able to do that in crypto because it's global. But it can certainly increase compliance costs for businesses and actually limit the accessibility of crypto and crypto services for users. And just one other thing as well, actually, on CBDCs. If Labour is, or any government really, is really interested in exploring this CBDC world and this securities tokenisation, then there can be actually an excessive focus on this area, and it can divert attention from crypto. From crypto, the issues that we've got with crypto. And we might end up in a position where we end up with regulations that favour traditional financial systems over over decentralised crypto technologies. So we obviously don't want that to happen. And so it's really important that the whole crypto community, especially within the UK, stays vigilant and actively engaged with this new government so that we can mitigate risks and ensure that we've got a regulatory environment that supports innovation and growth for crypto businesses, crypto users, crypto investors. And so that's today's article for you guys. Thank you for watching as always. Thank you for listening. Don't forget to like, subscribe and click on that notifications bell so that you don't miss out on any future updates. And I'll see you all tomorrow. Take care.